Welcome to the Porch Podcast. Welcome to the Porch Podcast. It's your boy DJ E, Mr. Influential, and I'm rocking with my brother Man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. P Original, baby. Welcome back, y'all.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And this is episode 173, Heat Wave.
Yeah, absolutely.
Welcome y'all back, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Heat wave.
Yeah, talk to him, P. Just let him know how you feel.
Crazy. You know what I mean? Trying to keep it cool, man. And
Keep
it's early. It's only June.
Yeah, well, summer just started the other day.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Like
so
it's
just like a prelude to what's to come. I mean,
nah, I just think it's that sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas.
my man.
Yeah, that's it. You know what I mean?
So we ain't gonna do a lot of small talk.
Nah,
okay,
hold
but
on.
what we gonna do before we do that? I
Yeah,
know. We got some regular things that we still need to get through. We're gonna get to it.
Right.
The meat and potatoes. First and foremost.
Yep. And the chicken.
And the chicken.
Yeah.
You're gonna get the protein going too. You're right.
Yep.
Okay. How was your week?
Good. Had a lot going on. Went to the movies.
Mm-hmm.
You know, yeah. That was
It's all right.
It's okay. Yep. Went to the movies. Went and got something to eat.
Right.
Nah, I'm just bullshit right there. Nah, it was your typical weekend. Had a gig Saturday, man.
Mm-hmm.
We just celebrated Juneteenth.
No question.
Wednesday just passed. I went fishing. You know what I mean? Went fishing that day. Caught me a little, I don't know if that was a perch or some shit like that, a little sunny or something, to clap it up for it. I caught a fish.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Shout out to Goose Poles. Pause. The poles need a little rehab to them. You know what I mean? Go ahead. You can laugh at it if you want.
I don't need your permission to laugh.
Yeah. You go ahead and laugh at
You
it.
go ahead and laugh at it if you want. You say pause.
Yeah.
All right. You want the poll to be paused?
Right. Yeah, because I was about to say poles. The poles need a little rehab. So, you know what I mean? Sometimes you got to pop out and show niggas, man.
Yeah, we gonna get.
Yeah, I mean, that's all it is.
Definitely.
That's what it is.
So that's what's up, man. Juneteenth, you represented it out there at the lake.
Yeah.
We did a little fishing.
You
You know, I mean, we talked about that too. You said, P, when you get a little bit older, man, you going out there and go a little fishing.
Yeah, go a little fishing.
You know what I mean?
Dops do it like every day.
As he should. Retired.
Yeah.
In a good spot. Quick access.
Wasn't retired, I was off. So I just said, I'm going to take advantage of that.
You just said pop. I mean, pop in a different spot. Whole different space.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
Pop,
what's up.
what do Pop do?
What do you mean? Daily?
Sometimes he pop out and show niggas.
As y'all can see, he ain't playing, man. So it's funny because I had a good weekend.
Yeah, how was your week, sir?
The week was good.
Yeah.
Solid, like you said, bro. Spent a good amount of it just trying to beat the heat.
Right.
Other than that, got some good family time in. Caught up with some friends. Friday night was we're trying to make an effort to have a little family game night. You know what I'm saying?
Clap it up for that.
Yeah. So that's dope. You know what I mean? Reaching out, trying to make that, that family connection and enjoy each other's company from that. Just typical, man. Cool out, you know what I mean? Got a little pool action in, you know what I mean? All that good stuff. So no complaints, man. And finally last night, depending on when you're watching this, finally the rain broke some of the heat and slightly better today. You know what I mean? A little breezy, a little windy.
Yeah.
But other than that, no complaints, man. So what I did know,
Yeah.
before we get into that though, what I did notice is that this is episode number 173. Let's get to that first, right? Okay, heat wave. Let's do the quote of the day. What's the quote of the day?
Quote of the day.
Right.
Y'all, I want y'all to know something, that P don't be knowing these quote of days. He learned them just like y'all. When y'all learn them, he learn them.
Right.
All right. As a man sow, shall he reap.
Mm-hmm.
And I know talk is cheap,
Mm-hmm.
but the heat of the battle is sweet as the victory.
No question.
And that is by Bob Marley. Once again, as a man sow, shall he reap. And I know talk is cheap, but the heat of the battle is as sweet as the victory.
Bob
Again,
Marley.
that's my boy Bob Marley.
Yeah. So,
Don't let him fool you.
oh no. So it started some time back. Obviously, we talking about the Drake and Kendrick Lamar thing. I remember, bro, I was looking at one of the clips from a previous show. You felt like at the time, early on, you felt like...
Oh, Drake, this was Drake when he came out with Push-Ups.
When he came out with Push-Ups, you felt like Drake was winning.
He was winning, But, I let me make this clear because I had this talk, off air because we never offline.
No question.
That was me just staring up the pot to get attention. Yeah, like... You can honestly tell, again, the stuff that Drake was talking about, it was some funny shit in there. Drop and give me 50. Drop and give me 50.
Oh, yeah.
That was funny.
Oh, yeah.
And I believe that, in my opinion,
right,
that was his best song towards. And then, shout out to D. D said, he feel like Family Matters was his best one. It was the one after that Drake did.
Okay.
Just like, I felt like, lyrically, my favorite song, but he didn't really go at Drake hard, was the one that's really underground, the 616 in LA. That Kendrick, I just like that song better, just period.
Right.
Yeah. But when I heard Not Like Us, I knew he won off that. I think what had some people slow to it, it's because of how it sounds. Like I was
definitely
because of the West Coast sound.
Okay,
you see what I'm saying?
Makes sense.
Even Kendrick Lamar with him flowing, we know his flow.
Right.
We know his flow better than that. You know what I mean?
Right. I got you.
And with that being like that, I made this statement recently. I didn't think that he thought this song was going to be this big. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Now, I'm not in his head. That's just my opinion of it.
Right.
Right.
But you clearly not in his head, right?
Yeah. You know what I mean?
I want to see how creatively weird you can be.
Yeah.
Because that was like nothing wrong with that.
Nah,
you know what I mean?
I didn't say anything.
The pause kind of said it all.
I didn't. Oh, just the fact that I physically paused.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You a fan.
Yeah. I'm going to say that I believe that, personally speaking, when you listen to it, the difference between, like you said, when Drake did what he did, obviously, it was more geared towards trying to kind of come after him. And like you said, it was some jokey, but it was serious at the same time. Whatever. The thing about what we just witnessed this past weekend,
right,
at the Pop Out show, it became so much bigger, right? And here's the thing. I knew that eventually, I'm not going to say that I knew that this was coming. I didn't know the show was coming. I didn't know.
I didn't know.
But what I'm going to say is that I knew that the potential of it becoming something like this was always like present. It was always an opportunity for it to develop something.
Absolutely.
Like this. Yeah. When you saw it, I don't know whether or not you watched the whole almost 4 hours of the entire thing.
Not yet.
Or,
I seen the early parts.
Yeah.
Like artists I didn't know.
Yeah. Like, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah. Like, I would that had nothing. I ain't trying to disrespect.
No, I was just watching because
really
I get it. Yeah. But as a DJ, I'm like, damn, I'm gonna catch a new joint.
Right. You want to see what's happening. You know what I mean? What's going on?
But I still haven't went back to. And of course, I need to watch Kendrick's whole performance.
Yeah.
See, we just keep saying Not Like Us.
Yeah, because that's all we like. Like, I'm not. Like, for me, with this, like, all that's cool. Like, I'm not, like... Well,
no, that's you.
That's you know what I mean? I'm kind of just chimed in and kind of locked into that part of it.
But his first song on the performance was Euphoria, which was his first response.
Yeah.
That's
cool.
Like, when I first heard Euphoria, and how, like, from a rap point of view, I'm like, yeah, bitch, he's coming at this dude.
Not Like Us is an anthem.
Right.
So let's just do this, right? Like, when you look at the magnitude of what we're talking about, like, remember I told you early on, E, when we had the conversation, and it was something, I don't know, whatever it was in drama. Whatever that episode was, whatever number it was, we did that. I told you, in my opinion, they were both too talented to really, in my opinion, be going back and forth entertaining the situation.
Right.
But it was what it was, and it kept going.
Had to happen, though.
Right? So, I mean, it was already happening.
Yeah.
It was already in motion when we was talking about it. So the point in that situation is this, though, right? When you start hearing this, it feels more like an anthem. Now, I had a couple conversations outside of our conversation, and some people felt differently. I said it's a comparable to some degree, in my opinion, when the whole situation happened with Jay and Nas, with Ether and, and Takeover and all of that, right? Similarity. It's not exactly the same, but nothing generally is. So when you look at it, I'm saying from the perspective of, all right, Drake, to me, will make songs and music as long as he wants to. Right? The same thing with Kendrick, as long as he wants to.
Right.
The difference in that situation is I look at Drake as a different type of artist.
He is.
Right? So when I look at him as a different type of artist, when you get into certain situations, it's like a wrestler wanting to fight a fighter. Right? Or even if you got a person that's an MMA guy versus a person that's a
Mike Tyson and the dude.
You talking about
he about to fight. I can't think of his name either.
And that sounds crazy. Like we just we ain't trying to play you. Yeah. Jake Paul's brother. Was it Jake? Is it no? One of the Paul brothers.
Yeah.
Word. You know what I'm saying?
Paul Bunyan. Who gives a fuck?
You might need a Paul Bearer after it might get a hold of him the wrong way. No, but
Mike's still an animal, man.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So when you see certain situations like that develop, you start saying to yourself, all right, this has the potential to be whatever.
Right.
I compared that situation to the Takeover and Ether thing because of the fact that I feel like Drake did not see this coming to this degree.
Well, only reason I compare it to that is because the magnitude of the artist.
Right.
But
and that.
But like I told D, and me and him had this conversation, anybody who truly listens to hip hop a lot knew damn well that Drake couldn't see Kendrick Lamar.
Right.
I was more interested in seeing J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar.
Had that conversation, so we definitely got to talk about that tonight. Had that conversation, yeah.
However, like I said in one of the previous shows, Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole really don't have an issue.
Right.
Drake and Kendrick Lamar really don't like each other.
Right.
You can see that.
Right.
Well, I know I can't speak for Drake. You could tell Kendrick Lamar.
It looks that way.
Kendrick Lamar really don't like him.
It looks that way.
I think Drake got the issue with him when he did the Control song, and all he did was say his name. It was like a bait. He was baiting him.
Probably.
Right.
Looks like it.
But even if you sit back and pay attention to every time Kendrick said something to J. Cole, it was a slight jab. It wasn't nothing crazy.
Yeah.
It was just a slight jab.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But this motherfucker had a furious song.
Because it's like, you know how somebody be like, yo, I don't play fight.
Right. Well, first of all, too, what a lot of people don't know about Kendrick is he was a battle rapper in LA first. But the battle rap culture, you don't always hear about it over there.
Yeah.
Because they still party.
Yeah, because the then doesn't matter to people.
Right.
The now, over the now.
Yeah.
It doesn't, you be like, oh, that's cute. But
Right.
I'm talking about what happened this weekend. Most people attention span, like in history digging, they don't go that far.
It don't
back.
go that far. But see,
you know what I mean?
But see, even when the situation happened, I was just the one thing that I knew, right, that I didn't think was going to happen at first.
Okay.
I didn't think Drake was going to respond.
Absolutely.
Right? But once he respond,
my brother, what's going on?
What's
Peace,
up, T? Peace. Shout out to Young Vets.
Yes, sir. Young Vets in the building all the
Let's go ahead
time.
and put that right there on P. You see the hat.
Representing.
You know
Salute to you, my brother. Salute, salute.
Let's go ahead and
appreciate the love.
Clap it up.
Yes, sir. You see across the chest, Young Vets.
So I didn't think I wasn't sure if he was going to respond. Right?
Who?
Drake.
Okay.
Right?
Fair enough.
Because he didn't respond, and you can see in the interviews to Control, but in this one, I think because I think his feelings was hurt, right? In his own way, because it was Future and Kendrick on the same song. Drake and Future have two albums together. So it was like, but even Future was like, I'm going to do this one time and I'm good.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not, same thing with Rick Ross. I'm going to just say this one thing and I'm out the way.
Yeah.
Kendrick Lamar said, I'm going to come at this motherfucker on Future's song to show you you can't run, that's why it was all calculated. Now if you see at the end, when he breaks down how he treats Atlanta, right? It's not a shock that he used an Atlanta artist to come at Drake.
Yeah.
To show you, you can't come back here.
Because
I'm not even from here.
Bruh.
Because they really don't fuck with you.
That's real.
Fuck with them. You don't fuck with them.
Exactly.
So,
see how he did that?
Yeah. It was all calculated. When you watch the whole thing later now, it's like, oh.
Because when you play fight and you playing with somebody who don't play fight, you find out fast.
That man,
I don't play fight.
I seen that man in an interview.
Yeah,
that he said he lost 500 songs. He lost them. Like they got deleted on the thing. Like he not about Drake, just period.
Yeah,
that's all Kendrick do is rap.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah, we all know. Like me and D was speaking on, Drake is an actor. This is why he has ghost writers. He was the perfect fit for what hip hop wanted.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like Weezy made the statement. It's an article, I don't know how true it is, but they said Weezy said I signed him because he wasn't rapping tough. He can make anything sound cool.
That's what I'm saying.
He can make anything sound cool, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then when I heard, I'm listening to whatever, little song that's playing, and then I heard the hook, and I'm like, who's singing on the hook? And they was like, that's him. He said, oh yeah, I want him. I want him because he could do it all. Now,
I heard a bunch of people be super tough all the time anyway.
I never thought, and this is how some people, I don't think Drake gonna be able to recover from this. No, Drake is Drake. He's still gonna be able to make music and have songs. That's not gonna change.
No, he missed the point anyway. I told you.
Yeah, that's not gonna change.
It's different. When you look at the situation, I told Drake is a artist. Right? They're all artists, but you understand what I'm saying? When I mean, like, he can paint on any canvas.
Yeah.
There's certain people that's different. Like, everybody want to clown about Degrassi, but if you watched it, you watched it.
Right.
And when he became a rapper, you was like, oh, he can rap. And it was amazing.
Right.
He come across somebody who a lion.
Oh, you talking about when he's on Degrassi, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. But then when you saw the conversion, when you saw him become this artist.
Yeah.
To a point where he was sought after by all these other artists because he stayed hot. He didn't get hot, cool off. He got hot, stayed hot. I said to you before when we were talking, I said, I'm telling you, it's like I don't see it because of the fact that it's not necessary for him, and it could only end this way.
Well, that's why I said his feelings was involved. His feelings was hurt.
You said that.
Because Pusha T
Yeah.
wasn't a big enough artist in his eyes.
Right.
Because Push would have did the same thing.
Pusha T looked like the big dog that was like popped him.
Yeah.
And was like, now sit down.
Right.
And he chilled.
And the other person, what's my man? Damn. The battle rapper, they always won the battles. Oh my God, I can't think of his name. Murder Mook.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
He was telling me.
The interview with Dame Dash and Murder Mook's with him, and he says, you know what I mean, let me explain something to you, Mook. He was like, right now Drake's Floyd Mayweather. He was like, I'm the Mayweather. He was like, no, understand what I'm saying. He's Floyd Mayweather right now. He has the game.
Mm-hmm.
He has something to lose.
No disrespect, but that's why Dame is Dame.
Right.
And Mook's an artist.
Right.
Like, no shade, nothing against that, but that's the mentality.
It's the same thing when they did when Nas, he talks about that, when Nas did Ether. And he got off the plane and he heard that. He like, oh shit. Right? Right? And then Jay came back with Super Ugly. When he heard Super Ugly, he's still mad at Irv to this day because he blamed Irv for that.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, Irv, you wasn't supposed to, that's not even your artist. You should, like, Jay, you shouldn't have did that.
You shouldn't have did it.
Yeah.
Jay told Sway on the interview, like, Ether was the only thing I never seen coming.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the same way I'm saying with this situation. You know, is it a coincidence that Jake Paul and Drake sounds similar?
Similar. But let me tell you what's funny though.
What's that?
You see how he didn't see that coming?
Yeah.
Drake didn't see this coming. I don't understand how he didn't. And I don't understand how Jay didn't see it, right? With Nas, right? But here's the thing. Where it really broke everything down.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Cam just recently said. He says, Jay, when he talks about, every time somebody asks him about Jay and Nas, he was like, I don't think Jay loves hip hop. I think he is hip hop, but he loves business. In so many words, I don't quote me verbatim, but he loves business. Like he's a businessman, right?
Okay.
He says, a person like Nas actually loves hip hop. Like I seen a video the other day, right? When Nas first seen Slick Rick and he gets excited. Like he's fucking Nas, but he's seen Slick Rick. And we all should pay Slick Rick homage. That's what Cam said. Mm-hmm. But he really gets excited. Like, oh, that's Slick Rick.
Kendrick said he'll diss Melly Mel if you have to.
Artists, right.
I'm just letting you know.
Artists like Nas and Kendrick Lamar.
Absolutely.
And KRS-One.
Yes.
People who really are purely hip-hop.
Yep.
Have a verse ready for everybody.
That's what they asked him. Kendrick said he'd been at, like, bro.
For everybody. For
everyone.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. You don't play with them.
But like I said, when I didn't think that he thought this song would be as big as it is, it's because, like, I broke this down to D and I said this to him. You know, when you go back into the 90s with certain hip-hop songs was the way that they was.
Right.
That's why they turned Biggie and Tupac's beef into an East Coast, West Coast thing, right?
Yep.
Because that was the only way, and I got to say this the right way, the East Coast wasn't going to never ride with Pac when you was dissing Big.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you look at that time, like I told you, at that time that was going on in the West, okay, the West was winning because you had Dre, Snoop. We was listening to
it was
Pac, right? Right. They was playing over here. The only person that was probably playing in the West Coast was Big.
Mm-hmm.
They wasn't playing Nas like that over there at that time.
No.
They wasn't playing Hove like that.
Mobb Deep, none of them.
They wasn't playing, Mobb Deep, Capone and Noriega, the Wu. They wasn't playing them over there like that. The Locks, that was all the East Coast DJ Clue mixtape. Boom.
Yep.
The reason why Pac was so familiar because he was from here and he still knew who the guys were.
Yeah.
That's why he did what he, how he had his thing.
Yeah.
In the world we live in now, with social media, not like us is going to get bigger because you could put songs to your story. You could do that. The anthem spread everywhere. What's played in the West Coast is played in the East Coast when you actually look at radio stations.
Yeah.
Certain songs are just played everywhere.
Bro, they not like us.
Yeah. Listen to it. It's an anthem.
It's an anthem.
I don't care what you're doing.
You're going to hear it in the NBA, the NFL.
Yeah.
It's going to be going to commercials. You know what I mean? Whatever the score is. Dun, 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 dun. They not like us. It's going to be moving slow-mo.
Listen, I'm going to give them this goal right now. Pizza Hut, Domino's, Papa John's, whoever it is, they could go in there and sell one of their pizzas, the little brand, right? Yeah. Have a box that's similar to know who it is. Yeah. And in the background, they not like us.
What for marketing reasons alone?
It can work anywhere. But if you go back to the 90s, where hip hop music wasn't as prominent in commercials, things of that nature, it wouldn't feel as big. It would still be an anthem.
And you would have to know that from experience and time.
Right.
But what's happening now, remember, like we kind of the old heads in that realm.
Exactly.
So once again, people aren't usually concerned about like the past.
No, I'm just telling you what my conversation was.
It's fine because we're having this conversation on the porch because this is how we talk about it.
Right.
But on the same token, like even with the part of when we was talking about briefly about the situation, how J. Cole came out of it. J. Cole said what he said.
Right.
So I'm not going to basically be a part of it.
It's another thing I'm going to touch on too where they said a part of why he pulled himself out other than what he said.
Well, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to do what I did when I first started talking about the unnecessary need before.
Right.
I'm going to say something on the lines again.
Right.
First and foremost, lyrically, that would have been a different situation.
Yeah, lyrically, it would have definitely.
Okay, let's just start there. All right? J. Cole, lyrically, would have been a more formidable, who would have won is up to anybody's debate, a formidable opponent in that situation for a number of reasons.
Right.
Credibility, right? Outside of rap, the way he moved.
Right.
You know what I mean? His relationships.
He's a real hip-hop artist.
He's a real hip-hop artist, but outside of that, there's a humanness to him that you see that's different too.
Period.
Right. With that, it became a situation, in my opinion, would have been contradictory to who he is, his character of who he is.
Right.
For me, I'm not going to become the Incredible Hulk because I feel like my feelings is hurt if you do that, unless that's my natural response. In that situation, Drake basically, in my opinion, this is what I think happened. I had this conversation yesterday. I don't know, can't confirm it. What I believe personally happened is J. Cole got a phone call.
Well, that's what they said happened.
Right? And that's cool. But I'm formulating my own concept, right? J. Cole got a phone call. We don't need 3 ponies in the race. We don't need 3 of y'all. Y'all talking the concept about the big 3. Kendrick said, ain't no big three, it's just Big Me. Cool. Turned around. Jay looking at himself, well, what do I have to gain from this? Because I don't care if nobody say that's what it's always about. What do I have to gain? Right? He turns around, says it's not something that he wants to entertain. He pulls himself out of that situation. From a business perspective, on the outside looking in, my perspective, somebody said to him, it's better for business over there. That's a better business. More money, more things. It's going to generate more. That element over there. You involve PCQ. You involve, it looks different. Right? Because Drake ain't coming out of the situation. His feelings is hurt. Kendrick definitely ain't going to back down. So what are you guys going to do? Jump each other at some point? Or, it becomes weird. I just feel like he felt that at some point or another, he got that phone call, but on top of having that phone call, he looked at himself and says, do I want to look back in history, since we were talking about that before, and be remembered as being one of the brothers who was part of that, who was already highly established, very well, establishing that game. And I just fell into that situation because of my emotions.
So, to make a statement of what they said happened,
okay,
and this is the story that's reported.
Mm-hmm.
Schoolboy Q,
okay,
which is a TDE artist, right? Which is what Kendrick Lamar is under. TDE,
okay,
Top Dog Entertainment.
Okay,
all right. Called J. Cole and was like, Kendrick really don't have a problem with you.
Okay.
He's your brother. He look at you like his brother.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You just made the statement that Kendrick said he would go at Melly Mel if he has to.
That's what he said in the song.
Right? But he said he really don't like Drake, bruh. So it's not to, and even if you listen to the song, because it always, we got to, as much as people saying they don't pay attention, you got to listen to the music. You have to, because that's where the beef is at. That's where the shots are thrown.
The only problem is
that's the ring.
That's an anthem.
Right.
And so nobody may remember the other stuff, and they may just remember they not like us.
No, but
saying, I see what you're saying.
What I'm saying is, this ain't even Kendrick. When you listen to Jake, when you listen to the song that forced Kendrick to go and do what he did on the Future song, which was First Person Shooter.
Okay.
J. Cole really didn't diss him. He said they said the big three. Is it me, Kendrick? Is it Kendrick, Drake, or me? That's what he was saying. Like he was just talking.
So on
just
first person shooter mode? Like who's that directed to?
They say it's directed to Kendrick Lamar.
Really?
That's the first song.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Right. Now he doesn't like Drake.
Okay.
That's why he said, motherfucker, you big three. Nigga, it's Big Me. J. Cole said the big three in there and did the same thing Jay-Z did. You gotta remember he comes under Jay's claw. Who's the best MC, Biggie, Jay-Z, or Nas? Right? So when he said that, if Nas would have turned around and came and started going back and forth like with them and said, and then they made the call to Big, I really don't have a problem with you, it's Jay. You see what I'm saying? Or AZ, another Brooklyn dude who was in the video playing Monopoly with Big and said, hey, listen, Nas, my brother, he don't have a problem with you. It's Jay, right? That's pretty much what Schoolboy Q did. That's what they're saying. That's what they're saying is happening.
You can tell.
Even in the career, when you would look at the bars that they were saying, because before J. Cole said he didn't want to do it, they weren't even talking about Drake. They kept showing videos, Kendrick Lamar versus J. Cole, because that's what hip-hop wanted to see, right?
Okay.
That's what hip-hop wanted to see. Then, when it actually came to the point of where it was going, right? Mm-hmm. You really break it down and listen. Okay, when it first hit, I'm going to tell you this. When it first hit, J. Cole was on Twitter saying, okay, beef record season, I'm here for it. But the way he was talking, and you could tell, like, I really ain't say nothing to spark this, but I know Kendrick. I know what he's going to do. Like, he's coming back because he's like, bitch, I don't care who you are. I'm coming at you. Like you said, I go at Melly Mel if I had to. But I really don't have a problem with bruh. And Schoolboy Call was like, all right, 7-minute drill, the song that J. Cole had to do. He had to do that just for hip hop as an artist. Like
Yeah, I don't even remember this song.
I gotta say something. He took it down. I haven't, of course, because I'm a DJ.
Oh, sure, as you should.
He did it, and it was. If you look at it, him and Kendrick's back and forth was a very light jab. But Kendrick and Drake, they was trying to take each other fucking head off.
Because once again, bro, I think like you saying, man, and it's one of those like how you nasty and arguing about who the nastiest.
At the end of the day, at the time, the hardest fucking this song that was out was Chris Brown shit, Quavo.
Which I told you, man, I'm not ever like, you know, like I said, bro, I don't, you know, everybody different. When I looked at it, and it was short lived, and all right, cool, whatever. My thing is, like anything else, I think that when you saw what you saw this weekend, the most beautiful part about it is when it's etched in history, this is going to shine brighter than any song.
It will.
Right?
Yeah.
Because of the fact that it's the ultimate.
It's the best song out of it, but it just wasn't my favorite song, but it's the best song.
So I ain't even, like, I'm so much more, bro, for me, like, I love rap. I used to rap. You know what I'm saying?
We all did, bro.
So my thing is this, though, bro. It's about how you move the pieces on the board.
No, I get it.
Right? And so my thing is because it's going in the history books, Kendrick's going to look like, not only, to me, did he have the most powerful song, but it was powerful because it was able to accomplish something that wasn't being accomplished. So when you turn around and you do those things, it's different. Now, does Drake live on? Of course he does, because the same thing that made him dope, he's still dope for.
Mm-hmm. Like Styles P said.
Right. He's still dope for. And so that's the thing. Like, when you turn around and you, like, bro, they going to make an issue out of it. People was asking questions. Why wasn't Snoop at the thing that Kendrick had to pop out? Why wasn't Game at the thing? They're going to make it controversial regardless.
Game responded why he wasn't there.
So, yeah. I mean, but once again, because like me, like, it's at a certain point, like ain't no jack in the box with me.
Yeah.
Like, if I have an issue with somebody, there is no baiting me out.
Right.
They know. You know what I'm saying? And so my thing is you got some people that's like, oh, yo, he did that. Yo, you gotta do this. And it's like, I ain't gotta do nothing, fam. Like, you don't know how I'm gonna respond to the situation. Mm-hmm. And I'm already lava. Yeah. I'm hot. Everything that come out go crazy.
Yeah. Well, Game said he didn't. He chose not to participate anyway because he got love for both of them.
Why this? But my thing is, if I'm Game,
yeah,
I was bowling, man. My family, man.
Yeah, like school.
I didn't feel like going to that.
Like Schoolboy Q said on Drink Champs, when people come out to LA and check in, he was like, "That's some dumb shit." Like, you call, hey man, I'm just checking it. Okay, cool,
grass to be extorted.
Cool, cuz I'm getting ready to go to the. He said, listen. He said, I don't know if he blood or cuz, whatever. But he said, cool, bro. Like, I'm getting ready to go to my daughter's soccer game. I don't give a fuck about what you got on.
That's why.
You know what I mean?
That's why I think.
That's why Schoolboy. Like I said, Schoolboy gonna always be one of the realest niggas in the West Coast.
It's a lot of people that got chipped or got hurt, feeling like they needed to respond because everybody seen it and it's like, yo, what you gonna do? It's a lot of people got hurt like that.
Like I said,
because they not like that.
They really made money from this because they both end up getting top 5 records out of it.
Yeah. Exactly.
Not like Us is the biggest song out of it. Listen, I DJ. That's the only song I play in the party. And I get a hella reaction.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it was all calculated because at the end of the day, if he knew he wanted to get that new West Coast sound, he had to go to Mustard. You see what I'm saying? And he got it. But before we go on,
I was getting ready to say that.
If you actually want to turn around and have a nice event, I don't care if you having a party to celebrate whatever.
And you want to pop out and show.
And you popping out and showing, and you having a cookout with Mustard on that beat. Yep. I don't care what's going on. I got a company for you right now that can help you out. Pay attention.
Listen, whether it's your first or your 50th birthday, that 25 years of service, if not more, retirement party, or the day that you and the love of your life share vows to become one, let Front and Center Events take care of all of your event planning needs. Sit back, put your feet up, and enjoy the show, where they truly keep you at the front and center of it all. That's www.fncevents.com, Head on over there today and get that party booked. Back to the show.
Front and center events.
Yes, for all of your event planning needs. Yeah, so, I mean, there's some things that were on there that was a little bit sensitive. It's funny, man, because when certain things was being said, like the line about being A minor and all of that.
Yeah.
You know, you have people that I seen on different things like, yo, that's crazy. He said that. You know, whether it's true or not. And it's like, no, listen, look.
What was wrong with that ball?
Here's a problem. Well, you know, just about the fact of, you know, if he making a statement about if you got a little sister hiding from him and all that kind of stuff. See, I keep trying to tell people, you know, yeah, man, it's for the culture, it's for the music.
I would have said the same shit, man.
My thing is
it also was music theory involved.
My thing is this though.
Right.
Know who you playing with.
Well, he didn't know.
This is about because he playing checkers.
Right.
Chess is one of them games. Like, you gotta learn how to play it. And it's one of those things, like, even when I looked at the video earlier, bro, you know, let me tell you how crazy this is. I don't know if you've seen it. It was a situation where they were talking about the similarities between what he had on, talking about Kendrick, and what Pac had on back in, I don't think, it might have been 96. It was one of the awards things when he popped out, and he had on a red sweatshirt, a red baseball hat to the back, and he had on some blue jeans and a white tee, and they showed them side by side. They both had the same thing on. Both had a chain with a cross on it. And the ring, it was a ring that has the crowns and stuff like this, something that was designed by Machiavelli. And that ring that Pac had allegedly was being auctioned between $200,000 and $300,000.
Yeah.
But ultimately was bought by a person for over $1 million. And when they said the person's name, they said Aubrey, which is Drake's, name.
Yeah.
They said it. Drake has the ring, allegedly, supposedly, to that situation. Hence, now we create the dynamic of, wow, I got the ring to the guy that y'all talk about, y'all pay so much homage to and hold there. And now it's a whole narrative where Kendrick wanted to make sure he dethroned him in that situation because he wants the ring. Right. He wants to be known that. See, this is why I'm trying to say there's that level of marketing and that level of, entertainment would not have existed with J. Cole.
Absolutely not. No. The J. Cole and Kendrick thing was only for lyrics.
Right.
That's it.
And here's the thing.
This is the better fight to see.
It's the better fight to see. And here's the other side of it. He had more to bring to the table in that situation. I'm not saying J. Cole is unblemished.
I know exactly what you're saying.
But you see what I'm saying. And so that's why I say what I say all the time.
It doesn't take away from him being a dope artist.
It don't take away from being a dope artist.
You got to understand, music is my passion, right?
Right.
So when I want to hear something musically, that's good. And again, we the old heads now.
Yeah.
We the unks, right? And we talking about the past. When we was talking about like the past and how it is,
right?
That's at that time when I was telling you, it's not just about social media, but let's just go back to the 90s, right?
Mm-hmm.
In the 90s, it was big, but it was still underground, it was still ours.
Right.
So we like, man, I don't want to, like, when J.O. Felon dissed Jay-Z, like, we don't care about that shit. J.O., you're not a felon, you a misdemeanor. He killed the motherfucker in one bar.
Mm-hmm.
Before 50 was 50. I'm about $1. What the fuck is 50 cents? He was like, we didn't care about those beefs like that.
Mm-hmm.
But we found out that Beans and Kiss was battling each other. We like, yup.
Because it had the potential to be
just
on the 6 o'clock news.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
This right
They
here,
knew who they was playing with.
Dude, that's what I'm saying.
They all knew
who they was playing with.
They
all knew the depths of where it was going.
Right.
And even all of them to this day will say,
right.
Oh, no, they had the potential of actually going there.
Right, Mike. Cole and Kendrick will still be battling right now, especially if these same artists was back in the day, they're still, but it would be for the sport. Because if you look at Beans and Kiss now,
right.
Look how they are.
But when you look at it from the perspective, okay, all right, so let's do this, right? When we say like making, let's say battling, like you're saying, right? When you're making certain songs and it's like, I'm gonna show you I'm better than you lyrically.
Yeah.
That's different, right?
Right.
Because the numbers will see that, right?
Right.
But when you turn it around and no, I'm exposing you.
Yeah.
Exposure requires a certain level of like feeling towards it.
Yeah.
Study it. Let me find somebody in your camp that I can get reliable information from that I can actually turn around and use against you.
Right.
Same thing that battle rappers often do.
Right.
When you have that element present, it's different because now it's not about the sport of it. Now it's about how can I embarrass you to the level that I want to like destroy you and hurt you?
Which he basically did. Yeah. But the reason why we know that it's not like 50 how 50 and Ja was.
Right.
It's not gonna be like that. Drake is still gonna be able to make music.
Right.
Because when everything happened with Meek and Drake, right? Mm-hmm. And when all that went down, like he responded with back to back, and he was doing everything, and the fact that Nicki Minaj was getting ready to break up with him or did and all that stuff,
right?
That was too easy.
Yep.
But he still felt like I gotta throw some shots at Meek because he's a big enough artist.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the problem with Drake is he knows not only that Kendrick is a big enough artist, right? Mm-hmm. He's also better than me. You see what I'm saying?
There you go.
So again, when J. Cole, in a friendly way, was saying the big three, hey yo, it's me and these two dudes, right? Yeah. Because Cole is like how Nas was, right? Mm-hmm. Even when Nas record sales would be low, it was like he still he could do everything he could do.
It's
right.
Come on.
But the world we live in now, they want to see the financially bigger fight.
Well,
you see what I'm saying?
Let me show you the chess move. Right. Last one. Last part of the chess. No, I mean, there's more to it, but the chess move.
Right.
Kendrick took a guy, Drake, used to call me on my cell phone.
Right.
All the other hits.
Yeah.
And everybody sings out when you're in the club and you want to play it.
Yeah.
He said, I'm going to make an anthem to beat the guy up who makes anthems.
Right. That's what he did.
I'm telling you now, Drake ran up against a chess player.
Yeah. Of course.
And when I saw it, I said, he not even going to see it coming. And that's the craziest part about it.
And the crazy thing about it, like I tell everybody, right? When you listen to Kendrick's flow or Not Like Us, right?
Yeah.
You see, it sounds lopsided in different places. That's how light he was taking it. You're like, I'm going to beat this nigga with a jab, but it's going to end up being a jab that knock you out.
You feel like it sounded like in certain parts of this
in certain parts,
different?
The flow, I think the flow is different.
Okay.
I even feel like, watch it live. He says it better. Yeah. See, hearing it from like a engineer's pass, I would. This was the debate, in my opinion, in the studio.
Yep.
I feel like you could do the birds better, but I feel like you've really meant everything you were saying right now.
Yep.
That's
you get
what
away
it is.
with it because
it's just
the
like
battle rapper, you can get away with it.
It's just like what Kanye said, and when it all falls down, when he was like, "Leave the breaths in there," because I want niggas to know I was feeling it. Something like he said, like
yeah.
He told him, "Don't take it out," and you hear him say, "Leave it in there."
Yeah.
I think that's the kind of same.
But creatively, there are parts that.
Right.
Like people be like, oh, you couldn't. No, fam. No. Like that's part of what's going on.
Right.
You just ain't seen it yet.
Exactly.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like
but I'm just saying, for the way I listen to him as an artist.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, even when you watch him live, he says it the same way, but better.
Yeah, but
that's all
because like you know and I know.
He's feeling it right now.
Well, first off, in a recording studio, it ain't a bunch of people with cell phones in a crowd like this.
Right.
Now it was funny. You look up, you see Russell Westbrook.
Yeah.
He's coming up and he's doing this thing. You say, all right, it's cool, you know. You see DeRozan go, hey, weren't you a Raptor?
Yeah. Wow, that's what he's saying in the song. I'm glad D-Rose came home. Y'all ain't deserve him either. Yeah. He's talking about DeMar DeRozan.
Damn, bro.
We see if you're not, you gotta catch all the motherfucking bars.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like even the A minor, it's not just he's saying A minor, like a minor. He's talking about music key.
Yeah.
A minor.
Yeah.
That's why, okay, Alicia Keys' first album. Yeah. Songs in A minor. That's what he's talking about on top of a minor. Yeah. It's a metaphor. Yeah, of course, I know. But I understood it the first time I heard it. I'm like, because I hear it different.
Well, and that's the beauty of it.
Right.
Because that's what anthems are.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be simple.
Right.
They're not supposed to be complicated.
No. But he had ill bars. Like, people don't like that A minor bar, but that shit was...
I don't understand why not.
That's revolutionary, and that shit was dope.
I don't understand.
Maybe a chord, and it's probably A minor.
Yeah.
Chord, music chord.
Yeah. Yeah, I just think that because people not to dumb it down, bro, but because people like to see people embarrassed.
Right.
Like when people watch boxing matches, they don't watch it to see how good a person is technically, unless you understand and respect the sport differently.
Right.
They watch it to see knockouts.
Yeah.
You watch hockey games to see a hockey fight.
Right.
You watch baseball plays games to see home runs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You watch basketball to see dunks. So it's like people don't look for the subtle things.
Right. You watch football to see touchdowns.
That's
but
it.
when you really love that game, if it's your team on D, you want to see defense.
Exactly.
Pause. But you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's cool. I understand.
Right.
And appreciate the pause. But yeah. I have to think about it.
But I get where you going with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And me being just a person that loves music, period.
Yeah.
Like,
and you're a thinker. You're a thinker.
Of course.
Yeah. I mean,
man, when I used to rap.
You rapped as an artist yourself?
I had metaphors and stuff like that.
Exactly. Well, you understood like what is it, similes? We were talking about the other day. We was talking about but it's double entendres.
Double entendres.
Like
triple.
you know, like we appreciated that.
Yeah.
You know, we like the wordplay.
That's why wordplay is one of my favorites. Yeah.
Yeah, like you got people that are just gifted in the sense like I'm going to make this, multidimensional. Right?
Like he said, better wear latex because you don't want that latex.
Yeah, that's your favorite line, too. That's kind of crazy. That's his favorite line.
P, listen to what he's...
I heard it.
Better wear latex because you don't want that latex that I think I'm late.
He loved that. About 4 shows he said that line. And y'all, I'm trying to tell y'all, man. That's
P, no.
Lil Wayne, if you watching, man, that's E's favorite line from you.
Nah,
man.
It's not. It's just, that's the triple entendre right there.
And it's not super dope.
Yeah.
Super dope.
Him and Jay was the best with the triples.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, I just think that personally speaking, J. Cole got a phone call. And on top of that,
yeah, absolutely.
But I think, like I said, it wasn't no son call. Like, he wasn't being son to nothing. It was just more or less like, yo, there's no real issue.
He got caught up in the crossfire because of the simple fact, first person shooter that everybody was saying that was supposed to be a diss towards. But if you listen to it, and I love J. Cole. I think even if you take some shots that he was saying, he was even talking about it to Drake on the same song. Like, whenever I'm on a song with anybody, I feel like I'm gonna be the best nigga on the song, right? Mm-hmm. So from a real hip hop standpoint, and the reason why they even made the song because Drake and J. Cole was on tour together, right?
Yeah.
So Kendrick was like, okay,
that's dope, but you making it make too much sense.
Yeah. Okay, then it was. That's how all that shit went. And it's like, okay, this is what I'm going to do.
Yeah,
I'm gonna use this opportunity.
No question.
Because I'm gonna throw a little rock over, you know what I mean, at Cole.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna throw a big ass rock at Drake. Yeah, that's what the Prince and the Mike Jack.
It's all a play. Because like you just said, that's a great concept in terms of the fact that Drake's so close with the whole thing with Mike.
Yeah.
Once again.
Yeah.
You say to yourself, look at the conversations that my name is involved in.
Yeah.
Do I really have time for this?
Well, this is like what you're saying too. Like you had Prince and Michael Jackson, right? Drake's compared to Mike, Kendrick's Prince, right? This is how. That's what that's
fine.
This is the
Blueprint
bar.
Is what it is.
But this is the bar that Kendrick used.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
And the Prince better than Mike Jack. You know what I mean? So he's sitting there explaining. I seen an interview with Prince recently where Michael Jackson wanted Prince to do something a certain way, and then he came at him, and in so many words, Prince like, I'm not doing that, bitch. I don't care what you do with everybody else. I'm Prince.
We are the world.
So Kendrick turned around and said, bitch, I don't care what else you got going on.
Yes.
You ain't moving
nothing. Yes, that
over
situation
here.
you talking about is are the world.
Right.
Prince didn't come.
Right.
I don't care what everybody else doing the night after the awards. Lionel Richie and all of y'all.
Yeah.
Quincy Jones, y'all got this whole concept. I don't know if you ever watched that documentary, Super Dope. Yeah. He was like, I got something to do.
Yeah.
They tried to get Sheila E., to which Prince was and Sheila E. was dealing with each other.
Right.
I'm cool, baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? We are the world. That's Stevie. This everybody.
This is what I'm saying.
Bruce Springsteen.
This is what I'm saying.
You understand what I'm saying? So you got certain people, that's what I'm saying, bro, when you at it, none of that matters to me, fam. I'm not doing it unless I want to do it.
Hip hop is competitive.
Yeah.
And you actually have rap battles.
Yeah.
So this is why that had to happen.
Yeah.
Because truthfully, again, think about it. When J. Cole said the big three line, right?
Yep.
Nobody disagreed with him that they were the big three. Right? This when they said so the fact that happened in one of the which makes sense. One of the big three got love for both. You know what I mean? One of the big three, the one that got love for both of them love them back. But them two don't love it. That's all it is. And wouldn't them always
we really don't have a place in this.
Right. And you know really it's that motherfucker in the group that we always bump heads.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but
I definitely
J. Cole would have been at We Are the World. And so would Drake because he wouldn't want to miss a moment.
Right.
But Kendrick would be like, I ain't fucking with that.
See what I'm saying? and here's the thing though. Does Prince not being a part of We Are the World taint
Absolutely
his
not.
career?
Absolutely not.
Zero.
Yeah.
Right? Zero. As a matter of fact, unless you knew, you didn't even know.
You know what's crazy though? Damn. And I'm about to be too real with this. Hip hop always wanted to do a Prince and Michael Jackson mimic, right?
Mm.
But I think they wanted to do it think back a few years ago, between Jay-Z and Kanye, right?
Okay.
And then Hov said, "Don't try to Prince me and Ye." He said it in the song. Like I'm that's my brother. I can leave that alone.
Yeah.
Just like when Beans did that whole song towards Jay and told niggas at the end, this ain't no beat up on Jay song either, y'all. That was just me and my brother going out in the backyard going at it, bitch. Mm-hmm. But y'all don't try those shit, because again, if y'all trying, I'm coming back. You know, Beans was ready for all that anyway. Yeah. Your boy. But
that's my man.
It didn't work with Jay and Kanye. So hip hop was set up for Drake and Kendrick for it to happen.
And they'll keep trying.
Yeah.
Because it's marketable.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's marketable. Heat Wave.
Yeah.
Heat Wave, like we talked about,
man. They stood in that Heat Wave. You got some questions for me, bro?
So we're going to get into some questions real quick. I just wanted to say something about it I didn't know. We ain't got to talk about it like that long term, no, whatever. So the Shy did get picked up for a 7th season.
Yes. I meant to tell you, I wanted to say that. I wanted to say, because you probably did like me. We got to talk about this real quick before we get the questions. You watched how the last episode went off.
Well, I watched the episode. I mean,
but when it went off, it's like, it can't only be one left. That's how I see it.
So I didn't know the number. Remember, I was asking you.
I
asked you to count.
That was 15.
So I did look at that today.
Yeah,
because I didn't want to watch it today. But
so the next episode, is
I just Googled it.
Yeah, no, I Googled too, but I think the next episode is the season finale.
Yeah, no, I just looked it up just for.
But
giggles.
it makes a lot of sense now because they did the first 8 episodes.
Yep.
And then they took that break and came to the next 8, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that gap was long, and I know why now. Mm-hmm. They said after that first 8 played, that became the network's most watched show, and the numbers shot up tremendously, like 25.1 million or some shit like that. 25 million views.
Yes, so that's what I saw. Right. I saw that it did extremely well.
So,
and I think that just extended it.
When they did that, they turned right back around. They turned right back around and started recording the 7th season then.
Yes. And
then say let's delay bringing the second 8 out because we're recording let's at least get if we doing 12 for the last season or up to 7th season, let's at least get 6 in and then we drop the other.
Yep.
I think that's what happened.
Yeah, I think that they saw that it was a demand for it and carried it out.
Yeah.
So good news for that if you guys are into that. And obviously if you're watching Power.
Yeah, Power's spot on right now.
Stay locked in.
Yeah, Power's spot on.
Locked in.
Right,
hopefully they one day.
But
they might bring the Porch on there one day.
Yeah, we will be on there. But I don't know if
it's got to be soon.
If it really is, because now, remember we were seeing the things and the theories about
Force?
No, Tariq and getting another show and all that.
Okay.
But I don't know if it really is going to be another show with him.
We'll see.
I just watched his interview when he was on the Breakfast Club. Mm-hmm. Definitely be having that chess move.
Yep.
But he didn't have like a face of Man, I ain't going nowhere. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I have a good poker face.
Because he said, he's ready for other things in his career. You know what I mean? When he was talking like that,
Absolutely,
because he's been
absolutely.
acting since he was a kid.
Yep.
But now he's known as a leading man in a high watch show.
Yeah.
So he can get it. He can get.
Oh, absolutely.
know.
Opportunities. There are different
Right.
opportunities that's afforded to him now.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think it's gonna be great. Like I said, this last season, if it is, it's starting up pretty good. Interested in seeing it, but we're gonna get into some would you rather's, man. A couple questions. Y'all know how we do.
Welcome to another episode of Would You Rather. We're sitting here in the hottest heat wave, and I have the game show voice. Right now, P's going to ask me a series of questions. If you don't know answers, then shut the... No, I'm not going to say that. Let's get to the...
Like you said, I'm gonna ask him a couple questions. If you're watching this live right now, or even if you're not, and you catch it later, leave your responses in the comment section. I definitely check them out. We check them out.
Absolutely, yeah.
All right, E, we're gonna get there because I know how you like. You always wanted one of these, either one of the two. Would you rather have a pet elephant that can talk or a pet giraffe that can fly? I remember when we was kids. You said that.
I ain't never seen no
You
shit
said I
like
would love to have a Dumbo that can talk.
I ain't never seen no shit like that.
Or Jeffrey from Lionel Kitty City that could just fly.
Why would I get an elephant that can talk? Where I was gonna keep him at? I was gonna walk the cow with a pork
Let
every
me
day.
ask you something. How many people? First and foremost, you were the only person that wanted one.
Yeah,
So
I didn't want one. This is how you know this is bullshit. I ain't never want no elephant that could talk.
So you wanted a giraffe that could fly?
I would have took a giraffe that could fly.
Exactly.
Because I would have said... Hey,
Lionel Kitty City.
Nah, his name would have been Lionel. You know what I mean? Yeah. Nah, not Lionel.
Okay, go ahead. What would your flying giraffe's name been?
JP.
Yeah. Come on.
JP the giraffe.
What did JP stand for?
Jump plane, man. You know what I mean? Jump plane... the giraffe.
All right. So now y'all know, man. If y'all ever see E and he flying by your house on top of his giraffe, you know what's going on. Him and JP is just out for a little
ride. The person
ride.
to see that is P because he fuck with that LSD.
Yo, all right. Yo, would you rather have a treehouse that could turn into a spaceship or an underground bunker that could turn into a castle?
Underground bunker castle.
Okay.
Porch podcast.
Yeah.
Which we'll be shooting in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Listen, we watch all the Super Bowls down there.
Right.
It's a castle.
That'd be dope.
Yeah. What's it compared to again? Nigga, you started to think
a treehouse that could turn into a spaceship. I remember.
Oh yeah,
but you just picked the bunker.
I don't want to go out of space, P. I don't give a fuck.
I think we covered that. But my thing is, I agree with you.
But a castle? Down, I walk into the underground?
Yeah. I ain't got an above ground one.
Nah,
so a bunker that turns into one?
Come on.
Because it's a bunker too?
Bitch, I live in the bunker.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. I like it.
I like it.
I like it. Yeah. Would you rather be a songwriter or a singer?
Songwriter.
Yeah.
However,
I understand now.
However,
you understand the value.
However, I'm just going to say this: if you're not shy, oh my God, you catch a certain rush and high from performing.
Yeah.
And
rush and high.
No, seriously, no, like natural rush.
It's crazy because all I did was say the words he said, and he said, "Nah, seriously, I didn't say nothing. All I said was the words he said."
Listen, like. I done did stand-up comedy, DJ, rap,
right?
Bitch, model, bitch, like in front of crowds. And anytime I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, I'm like, bitch, I'm the best right now. Like my confidence, it gives you such a boost of adrenaline.
Yeah.
But songwriter, because I could be in the game forever.
Yeah. So it's a great point because. Just going off the basis of what we've been talking about all, tonight. Would you rather? That's a great concept in terms of songwriter and singer. One has to write your song and one has to sing your song. Drake and Kendrick.
Kendrick's writing. Drake's singing.
Okay.
Because Drake don't write.
I got the same choices, but it's not so much just because of that. It's just not to be funny. Whatever Drake generally touches.
Well, they say he do right, but
yeah, but I ain't
something-
even bugging off of that because my thing is that to me, that badge of honor is cool if that means a lot to you.
right.
But when you creating like dope music,
Yeah.
you need people to do all kind of stuff.
Well, first of all, Drake could be the performer anyway because I probably would be writing R&B songs.
Right.
Me personally.
Yeah.
And I feel like anybody that can be as creative hip hop, like R&B, is easier for him because
Yeah.
you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you listen to the lyrics of most R&B songs,
Yeah.
they're simple. It's really how the person's saying it.
So my thing is this.
So like when Barry White's voice saying some of
Yeah.
that slick shit, it's like
I just think that when you building anything, bro, you got to use certain people that have certain skill sets.
right. No, absolutely.
Yeah, so
he's a better writer.
Not only that, but he's not a better. He's to me, he's
performer wise.
so not even just so much performing. Did you look at the packages of certain people, right?
Right.
You say this guy's more marketable,
right?
He's more marketable.
Absolutely.
He's the one that you want to have more in. He's easier to go on commercials.
No, absolutely.
He's the fair skin. I hate to say it because we talk about these things all the time. He's fair skin. He's not like it's not me. It's just one of those things that just lines up that way.
If they was doing the Porch podcast, they'd use you, man. We know that, man. Yeah, let's just say it. Shut the fuck up at the same time.
That's where you enter.
Yeah, we right.
Would you rather be the top of the class, top of your class academically, or the top of your sports team, your team in sports?
You asked me that already.
What's the answer? Don't nobody they like you so.
Academically, I told you. Because sports team.
Moving on, man. This guy, man. You that guy, man. You that guy.
It didn't necessarily.
Yo, we did, yo. They looking at you on the other side of the camera. No one cares. Just answer it.
Hey, sometimes you gotta pop out and show me.
Yeah, you ain't pop out. You just,
I did. Because you wanted me to really answer the question. I told you we did it already. Because guess what?
Unbelievable, man.
He a fan.
Okay, man.
Foolish.
Right. Would you rather create a trend on TikTok or be the first to follow a trend?
Create one.
Okay. That's good. That's good.
It's funny that you say that, right? I was watching something yesterday. It was a little documentary about Black Twitter.
Okay.
And you never really got a Twitter page.
Right.
But Black Twitter was basically when Twitter first was rocking in the early days, but it was like the more realistic one.
Mm-hmm.
Like the real people talk to you. That's why they show it on the news like that. Like most people really use their Twitter page that's celebrities.
Okay.
Because it's words. Just real quick words.
True.
Instagram, some people have people what they call like internet lackeys, right?
What is that?
Well, they basically run your page for you. You see what I'm saying? And
internet lackeys.
But it makes sense because if you pay attention to a lot of people, you can tell who use their real Instagram and who don't. When you pay attention to a lot of big artists, you always see great shots.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see them like you doing when you're walking in the morning and record like that. But people who really that do deal with their Instagram,
right?
You'll see them in a story, and that's really them,
right?
See what I'm saying? So, but Twitter, because it's mainly words, and you can put videos on it. I think these people are really the people that are behind it when you do it. But anyway, Black Twitter was where they were showing like we created our own trends, our own hashtags. Like they had the lady on there that created Black Girl Magic. You know what I mean? Hashtag. They had the dude who directed it was the showrunner for Insecure.
Mm-hmm.
So it was good. It was just breaking down. They was showing all the videos from when this one dude had like a little, I guess you would call it a video blog page.
Okay.
And when everything happened at Ferguson.
Okay.
It was certain things that's like CNN and all that wasn't showing. They went down and recorded, and the whole time they was putting it through Twitter.
Right.
You know, that type of shit. So I say that to say What we started this conversation?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah. Yo. Did y'all just see that, man?
Nah, we're gonna have to rewind it. You have to rewind it.
Yo. And he's you Yo, I knew. I said, oh, he walked
No,
up.
I started off.
Yeah.
I started off right.
Yeah. But what's crazy is I saw your face, and he was saying, I'm trying to circle back. He realized, he just realized he threw the oar off the boat. You know, he had it, and he was going good. And then all of a sudden, he had his phone and the oar in his hand. And he threw the oar. It was lost. Yeah.
What was the question?
I have no idea. I have no idea. I don't remember.
Question you asked me. Man.
I want to ask a different one. I want to give you a chance to redeem yourself somewhere else. Can we do that? Let's move on from that one.
No,
Would you rather
run the tape back, man?
All right.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. Yeah. Would you rather get a text from a one-night stand that says I'm pregnant, or I have an incurable STD?
I'm pregnant. All day. You gotta be man enough to handle the situation you was in there, one night.
That's probably what happened.
But you
didn't
go in
handle
there,
the situation.
either way, they was both one nights, right?
Yeah.
So
Yes.
you want to go one night
Yes.
bringing a life and just all you got to do is do your job, or one night taking a knife and pretty much cutting your shit off. Like, what's the problem?
Yeah.
It's not hard. That was a stupid question right there. Like,
you got some people that's,
because you know why?
they go the other way.
You know why, right?
They ready to pop out a show.
Yeah, because they not like us.
They not like us.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah. And so just to give you an opportunity to redeem yourself on that situation,
Okay,
I believe the question was, would you rather have a TikTok, there it is right there. Would you rather create a trend on TikTok or be the first one to follow a trend? You said to create one.
Oh, and that's why I was talking about Black
Twitter.
Because the trends were created by the hashtags.
That's my brother, y'all. Y'all know I play, but I'm going to always give him a shot again.
There we go.
I threw him, he was on a fast break.
Yeah.
And he kicked the ball out of bounds.
Right.
For nothing.
Sometimes you got to pop out.
Yeah. You're still popping out and showing them.
But
you know what I'm saying?
But nah, that's all I'm saying. Yeah, I'll be the creator instead of follow. You know what I mean? Because I rather, you could create and follow.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
Now, be careful when you following E. Because you don't know where he might take you to. He definitely might pop out and show you at any point in time.
Absolutely.
Take us out of here, man.
And y'all know what y'all just watched, man. Y'all know what y'all just watched. Would you rather?
Would you rather, man?
So, before we in closing, I just want to say this. We named the show Heat Wave because we just went through a heat wave. But what we were trying to explain to y'all through situations, that these characters in these shows like Shy, Power, a lot of motherfuckers is in different heat waves.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And Kendrick and Drake
absolutely
was a whole heat wave type situation.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
And Bob Marley said, I put it back, as a man, so shall he reap. And I know talk is cheap, but the heat of the battle is sweet as the victory.
Absolutely.
You understand what I'm saying? So that basically saying some battles gotta happen. And they popped out and showed it. So listen, at the end of the day, if you want to listen to us on all your favorite podcasts and streaming sites, on stations like Audible, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Red Circle, anywhere you hear any audio, all you got to do is type in the Porch Podcast, and you can hear this episode here and all our episodes on any of those stations.
Absolutely.
Where can they see us, P?
Catch us each and every week on Monday, man. Right around 8:30 p.m. live on my brother's page, to which we will be building up and probably at some point or another switching to our page. If you're not already following us on Facebook and all other social media platforms, it's actually on Facebook. It's the Porch Brothers. It's the Porch Brothers podcast.
Right.
You can catch us each and every week around 8:30. Definitely catch us the following day, as he said, on all of those different audio streaming sites and as well on our YouTube channel, to which if you have not subscribed yet, I don't know what you're waiting for, and we definitely need you to smash that subscribe button, as it helps the channel grow and it helps us do more things. Make sure you check that out, and every week it comes out at 7 p.m. I want to make sure I give y'all guys the right time. 7 p.m. Each and every week. And like he said, talked about episode number 173, Heat Wave. Once again, to all them brothers that survived in it, excellent show event. Kendrick, that was dope. Brother, unifying all them people. All them artists that's out there doing they want to. Thank you for entertaining us, man. Be safe. Keep being dope. We will see y'all next week, family. Y'all be good. Peace, man.
Who on the porch?
Let's go.